Welcome to the PSI2 double-sided DVD, free with issue 30 of the UK's greatest gaming magazine. Flip this disc over to access a host of all-new unofficial cheats for top PS2 titles The Sims, Colin McRae Rally 3, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance and many more. On this side, we go behind the scenes of Splinter Cell, complete with a brand new PlayStation 2 exclusive trailer. There's a full DVD review of Devil May Cry 2 and Ape Escape 2, and brand new footage of Zone of the Enders The Second Runner, Club Football, Mace Griffin Bounty Hunter and loads more. Also on the disc, an interview with Dark Angel's Jessica Alba, Matt Damon talks about the Bourne Identity, and we show you more unofficial cheats for top-selling Live 'em Up The Sims. There's all that, plus brand new movie and DVD trailers, gadgets and competitions, only on the UK's best free cover disc. Dread vs. Death is based on the legendary futuristic comic strip 2000 AD and takes the form of a first-person shooter through the eyes of Judge Dredd as he patrols through the seedy streets of Mega City 1. Duties will include putting a stop to minor misdemeanors, as well as dealing with heavily armed criminal gangs and Judge Death himself. The game's set to follow closely to the continuity of the comic books, so expect appearances from Judge Anderson and the Dark Judges and many of the city's famous locations. Being the law, Dredd will have to act accordingly to the crimes he witnesses, so shooting a petty criminal in the head is definitely a no-no. So far, only this rendered sequence has been released, but it does show the enormous scope of the city and the atmosphere the game should get across to the player. Designed to be the definitive snooker simulation, World Championship Snooker 2003 aims to bring the tension and atmosphere of the gentleman's sport to the PlayStation 2. As well as playing on the full-size table, you can also try your hand at 8 and 9 ball pool, fun games and a special trick shot mode. There's 28 pros to play as and compete against, and these include Ronnie O'Sullivan, Peter Ebdon, but unfortunately no sign of the people's favourite Jimmy White. Graphically, the game looks great, with photorealistic textures on both the table and the players. A new animation system creates natural movement right down to the fingers, and full facial expressions make the players more lifelike. Dennis Taylor features in the coaching mode if you feel the need to brush up your queuing action, and Codemasters even claim it could help your game in real life. Prepare to begin your journey to the Crucible in April, just don't forget your waistcoat. Buy the new limited edition version of the world's best-selling video game enhancer and you get a PlayStation 2 8GB memory card for just £10. Action Replay contains loads of totally unauthorized codes for nearly every PlayStation 2 game and can be updated with brand new codes for the latest games. Infinite health and ammo, secret levels and characters, the list goes on. Action Replay contains everything you need to beat your games and be the best. Action Replay also turns your PlayStation 2 into a multi-region DVD player. You can now watch movies from anywhere in the world. And if that isn't enough, you also get a bonus disc containing thousands of PS1 codes. The limited edition Action Replay memory card features 8 MB of true, uncompressed memory and is ideal for storing your all-important game saves. Using Action Replay's Memory Manager feature, you can shrink the size of your game saves to free up even more space on any of your memory cards. Action Replay Limited Edition is amazing value for money, so make sure you get your copy today. Dante's back in another rampantly gothic tale of pagan cults and evil worship, only this time you can also play a female character called Lucia. Playing as either of the two characters in what's effectively two different games, you must put an end to the evil that is Arius by battling through level upon level of Hellspawn. The story's not that complex, but the emphasis here is action, and making that action look as cool as possible. In this respect, Devil May Cry is truly the daddy. Fight for long enough in normal mode and you can turn yourself into a demon with a handy tap of the devil trigger. Dante becomes super powerful, unleashing powerful flame attacks and swiping with his big sword, and Lucia can fly to reach previously unreachable platforms. Along the way there's plenty of boss characters to fight, as well as loads of less powerful minions. On the downside, the camera can sometimes lead to confusion about which way to turn. Devil May Cry 2 is a fun game, but in some ways it's a victim of the first game's success. It delivers more of the same, so if you couldn't get enough the first time around, then maybe it's for you.
I thought you'd retired.
Why did they bring you out of retirement then?
I can't tell you how happy I am that you were alive after all. I knew this moment would come.
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I knew he had the real thing up his sleeve.
So all the other ones were dummies?
A deception for our own protection.
Right. It was a cover-up all along. That's all there is to it.
Well, why are you repeating the same mistake?
You're changing sides now?
Change sides? I don't recall saying I was on yours. It's your call. You can drop this if you want.
No, I can't do that. Let's go.
Are you afraid of what might be hidden inside?
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality.
Forget it. We're wasting time. We can figure this out later.
Don't worry. It's a game just like usual.
We're here on our own, not under anyone's orders. We have our own battles.
Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
There's a war going on here.
This is a military mission.
Solid Snake fans have been itching to get hold of Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, and now it's finally here this month. Letting you play through the majority of the game as Snake instead of the Ponzi Raiden, Substance offers a different take on the already fantastic sequel. There's over 200 VR missions to play through, a host of new costume changes, game modes and surprises, and the appearance of Snake strutting his funky stuff on a skateboard. While not a completely different game in its own right, Substance provides enough new content to keep fans of this sneak 'em up busy for days on end. Until you manage to get hold of your copy, enjoy the rest of this fantastic trailer.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
This situation, I find it very nostalgic. Yeah, well, I doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission. Freeze.
But nothing seems real.
There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural, only cutting-edge technology.
It's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap out of it.
I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between reality and a game.
Nobody's aware of it, but there's a subsystem in place. It's about to be activated.
Complete your mission according to the simulation.
Colonel, what are you keeping from me?
I am not keeping back anything. It's not as though I'm told all the facts either.
We still need you to take care of a few things. This time, do not fail us.
You must continue your mission.
Everyone knows that it's a dangerous substance.
It's unbelievable.
Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's the truth. That's good news.
Is this according to simulation 2?
The Lale Nule Lo.
Once again, monkeys have donned special helmets that increase their intelligence and gone on the rampage in Ape Escape 2. As lead character Hikaru, it's your job to go and collect them with your big net before they begin their quest for world domination. In the last game you travelled through time-catching monkeys. Now you travel around the world over land and water to put a stop to all this monkey business. As well as his trusty net, Hikaru also has a stun stick with which he can bash meanies, operate switches and stun the little primates. A monkey radar makes finding them easier. It glows red and vibrates when it senses a monkey in range. There's also a few new gadgets, including a water pistol and a banana boomerang. Needless to say, creeping up on them is the best tactic, because once startled, it can be a frustrating job catching them on the move. There's 20 main levels to play through, 8 bosses to fight, mini-games and a time attack mode to challenge you. Ape Escape 2 is more of the same with a few new improvements. If you are a fan of the first game, then stop monkeying around and catch hold of it soon. It's here, the first ever 16MB memory card for PlayStation 2. With a massive 16MB of uncompressed memory straight out of the box, Mega Memory has double the capacity of normal PlayStation 2 memory cards. But that's not all. Mega Memory also comes packaged with a bonus CD containing powerful memory manager software designed specifically for PlayStation 2, giving you total control of your game saves. Load, save, copy and delete multiple files with ease. Use Mega Memory's unique Crusher software to compress your game saves and store up to 80MB of data on your Mega Memory 16 card. That's 10 times the capacity of a standard PlayStation 2 memory card for the same price. Mega Memory 16 is a PlayStation 2 memory card like no other. Don't settle for anything less. Available now in all good game stores, priced £29.99 or direct from www.codejunkies.com.
It is time for us to part, Hotsuma.
Shinobi is a martial arts action-adventure headed up by a young ninja named Hotsuma. There's been an earthquake in Tokyo and, as the only surviving member of the Oboro clan, Hotsuma must save the city and himself from the leagues of hellspawn unleashed by evil sorcerer Hiruko. In order to save the day, Hotsuma can run along walls, throw shurikens, slice and dice with his deadly sword, and cast a number of magic spells. Kill 4 zombie ninjas in quick succession, and you're treated to a mini cutscene as they fall apart in comic style. Fans of the previous games will be pleased with the number of pickups lying around, but may also dread the sudden death scenario, where a mistimed jump could mean falling to your doom and restarting. Also expect a number of end-of-level bosses to contend with and limited continues. This is definitely a 3D game with the ethos of the classic platformer. Club football allows you to play on faithfully reconstructed versions of your club's hallowed turf. Codemasters will release 15 different versions of the game, each centred on Europe's top football teams. UK teams include Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, Leeds and Rangers. European fans can choose to play at Barcelona's Nou Camp or Bayern Munich's Olympic Stadium. As well as looking just like the real thing, each stadium will also capture the atmosphere of its real-life counterpart, with players emerging from the tunnel and the sound of chants and cheers taken from real match days. We're yet to see how it plays and how the player models move on the pitch, but it's certainly performing well in the pre-match build-up. Want to hook your PlayStation 2 up to the internet and swap levels, characters, replays, teams and much more? Then start getting creative with Export. From the makers of Action Replay, Export is an ingeniously easy-to-use device that connects your console to a PC, opening a whole new world of gaming content. Download updated teams from Pro Evolution Soccer 2, trade death-defying replays from Gran Turismo, swap custom-built skate parks and skaters from Tony Hawk's, and homemade levels from Time Splitters, or showcase all your favourite saves online and prove you're the best gamer. Visit CodeJunkies.com, where you'll find game-busting saves for all the latest PS2 titles, allowing you to access all levels, characters and vehicles. Export is a standalone product, but if you're an Action Replay owner, you can use it to download new cheats direct to your code system. With Export, the game's never over. Available now from all good video game retailers or buy online at www.codejunkies.com. Splinter Cell has finally infiltrated the PlayStation 2, and this trailer, specific to the console, shows that it's translated well from the Xbox to the less powerful PlayStation 2. You play Sam Fisher, a lone operative who must carry out missions using a variety of stealth tactics. Enemies can be avoided and silenced using a number of stealthy moves, and with the help of darkness and your trusty night vision goggles. The graphics have had to be scaled down slightly, but to compensate, there's a number of new additions to the game. A new 4-minute cinematic intro sets the scene well, there's an exclusive new power plant mission to play through which sees Sam in Arctic camouflage, and a new binoculars gadget that lets you spy on the action from a safe distance. Splinter Cell certainly pushes the PlayStation 2 hardware to the limit. Check out the special features section on the disc for interviews with the development team. Splinter Cell certainly pushes the PlayStation 2 hardware to the limit. Check out the special features section on this disc for interviews with the development team. The second runner is the sequel to Hideo Kojima's immensely successful flying mech title Zone of the Enders. The year is 2174, and the Earth and Mars are under threat from an evil army and its attacking forces. Seizing control of the Jehuti orbital frame, you are the last hope, striking deep into the heart of the enemy. Cell shading gives the game a manga feel, and the effects are great as buildings crumble and forests are laid to waste during the frantic battles. The action is fast and furious with no slowdown from the game engine. It's still to be proved whether there's much longevity to be had from this game, but if you're after tons of destruction and explosions with an added wow factor, then you just may find it in this vastly improved sequel to an already impressive game.
バフラムが火星各カウンティの武力制圧を開始したの。地球の圧政に対する火星解放の動きがついに表面化した。今バフラムの戦力は圧倒的よ。連合軍は必死の抵抗したけど、戦争ってほどのものさえ起こらなかった。火星圏がバフラムのものになるまであっという間だったわ。 バフラムの軍事要塞を落とさなきゃならないのは私たちも同じよ。その兵器が必要なの。
ほら、死んだんじゃないのか。
あなたは今失った心肺機能を機械で補ってるわ。つまりあなたはジェフティを降りたら死ぬのよ。
ジェフティをバフラムの手に渡すわけにはいかない。
あなたですね。ステップバック。
ジェフティを失いたくないんだ。
ジェフティ。
お前、バイオラか。
人の命が軽い世の中だ。死んだはずの男がよみがえる。アヌビスの一撃で何万もの人が死ぬ。強い者が生き残る。人類はやっと自然の摂理を手にしたわけだ。
勝てるかどうかはランナー次第だ。
私は全てを破壊するために作られた。
共鳴反応です。
共鳴？
アヌビスです。
生きていたとはな。ディン、その機体を返してもらおう。戻れディン、戻れ。お前は好きだ。
必ずアマンを止めて。
もし俺がこいつを止めたら、地球は二度と火星に口出しするな。
We've managed to bag early code of Mace Griffin Bounty Hunter, and here's how it's shaping up. You aid Mace Griffin on a search for revenge and truth hundreds of years in the future, and what this basically boils down to is laying waste to hordes of enemies with a selection of sci-fi weapons. These include shotguns, laser guns, stun guns, a gun that seems to fire radioactive paintballs, and the ever-popular sniper rifle. Although the AI isn't up and running fully yet, with enemies standing around waiting for a good kicking, the game engine's running super smooth, and there's evidence of enemies reacting to where they get shot. Pop them in the leg and they'll hop around, shoot them in the arm and they may drop their weapon. The game will also feature space flight action and promises an epic story of a blockbuster movie. We'll bring you an update in the near future. There's not much you can't do in The Sims, but with the help of brand new action replay codes, the possibilities are endless. For example, why not make your characters look like Martians by turning them blue? Very fetching. Or how about making them look like cartoon characters by giving everyone big heads? Can't be bothered to go and get a job to afford all those nice things? Then make everything completely free. Or, if you want to see what really goes on in the hot tub, remove the censoring. Action Replay codes let you do all that and more, including unlocking new game modes. If you already have Action Replay, you can find these codes on the web at www.codejunkies.com or get your hands on ultimate cheaps for The Sims at all good games retailers. Splinter Cell was well received on the Xbox, and now it's finally coming to the PlayStation 2. Here's a brief look at what makes the game so good.
Hello, Lambert.
As far as the research that went into coming up with Sam concept and looked, we looking at the script. The script was describing Sam as a seasoned veteran, really like a career soldier, basically, and all the background that was described in the script was the fact that he was an ex-CIA operative, also an ex-Navy SEAL team member. So one of our first idea was to have Sam sporting white hair. It looked okay, but the feedback we got from a lot of people was the fact that Sam looked too old at that point, not as much as a seasoned, but more as a retired soldier, which was exactly way off what we wanted in the first place. So we've decided to tone down the white hair and just kept it on the sides and do the more black hair type of look, which also was associated with the stealth part of the character. So we've decided to go for that for the final concept. Almost the same thing Sam uses, but a more advanced prototype. I get what the ordinary people get. Sam's suit was based on a prototype that's being tested right now by the Navy SEALs, which is a wetsuit that you can wear in and out of water, and is a suit that adapts itself to temperature changes. We thought it would just fit the character, basically, since our game is based on a near future type of setting. If you look at Sam's vest and all his pouches and equipment, it's all stuff that's lightweight, compact. Since Sam is a solo operative, we've decided to keep those elements in there, give him as much cargo space as possible, but at the same time without all that cargo being too cumbersome for the player. So this is something we've kept throughout the design. Sam's goggle became an important part of his appearance because we wanted to come up with a design that would make the character recognizable to the player as much as Batman is recognizable to a lot of people, just the cape silhouette with the pointy ears. We wanted to have something that would have the same effect, so the silhouette with the 3 dots, which are actually lights emanating from the night vision. I think just that fact alone makes Sam recognizable to a lot of people, and since our game is based on light and stealth, you see that repeatedly in the game. You just see Sam coming out of the shadows with the 3 dots. So this is why the goggles are such an important part of his suit.
The first step in level design creation is to have the artists create a huge bank of models. We wanted to have as many objects as possible before even thinking of about how the maps would look. Then we created each map's based on what's written in the scenario. We wanted to have a very clear idea of the environment and what the gameplay would be before going on to the 3D stuff. Generally, the atmosphere we wanted to create in each map was danger. The The objective of great level design isn't to make maps that would confuse a player like a maze. Instead, we wanted to make the player feel powerful. That means giving them a cool character to play with and the right weapon to use, but also giving them the right environment to be part of. Unlike other games, in Splinter Cell, we wanted the shadow to be a safe territory for the player and bright areas to be the dangerous territory. With smaller environments, we could make the gameplay much more intense, put the player much closer to the enemies, and it let Sam Fisher interact with the light and shadow much more effectively. The idea was to make a fully interactive environment, make it possible to shoot a computer, take a soda can, to distract enemies.
Who's that?
But much more importantly, to shoot out lights. Shooting lights allow for a different gameplay experience depending on basically how you play. That was the ultimate goal, and well, we made it happen.
The level designer's job is really to build the content of the game. They build the actual environments. The game designer is responsible for the core design and the core mechanics and the core systems of the game, and sort of making sure that from level to level, the progression of difficulty, the gameplay challenges progress in a way that the player can keep up with the challenge. You need to make sure that things are consistent, that the player is learning from level to level how to pass the necessary challenges, and those challenges aren't just changing randomly from level to level. A door always needs to open the same way for the player. Guns need to work in a consistent fashion. All the systems need to be consistent because you can't keep teaching the player the same systems again and again. You have to make sure he learns them once and then is able to build on that knowledge rather than having to learn the same things multiple times. You can start with a very simple challenge in an early level, like level 1, you'll learn how to climb a pipe. Come level 3, you'll want the player to have to climb that pipe again, but in a slightly different, slightly more challenging scenario where there might be an enemy looking out the window. And then in level 5 or level 7, you're going to have the player climbing a pipe with an enemy looking out the window with a moving dynamic light searching the area of the pipe. Once the player has learned a set of skills in one part of one map or over the course of a few maps, you want to then encourage the player to face all of these challenges simultaneously or in close proximity to each other.
So in order to create an environment rich with shadow, we had to design a dynamic lighting system. We had to start with a very strong base engine. We chose to work with the Unreal Engine because it offered the power and the flexibility we need. Everything in the game world casts a shadow. This means that the player could interact with light and shadow like never before. They can use shadow to hide in. They could also detect enemies by seeing only the shadow. We realized that Splinter Cell had a lot of unique elements, but we wanted to attract players on the game on a visual basis. We had to get them to pick up the game first before they could discover all the other features. So we had some visual touches like the soft physics system, which use what we call soft body. Soft body are anything in the environment that isn't solid, like curtains and flags. This was the unique visual that we need to differentiate Splinter Cell from the other game.
We decided to go with hand-drawn animation because we wanted to have a unique style, especially for Sam. Sometimes we would use video footage of ourselves acting a motion, movement, and use it as a reference for key poses and timing. For a complex move like the split jump, we go directly to 3D, applying the basic animation notions until it fits the style. The inspiration came from a lot of sources. For moves like rappelling, we use realistic SWAT tactics. We also wanted to have action moves in the game, so for rolling, split jump, force corporation, human shield, we turn to movies.
Don't shoot, please! I need somebody to cover my patrol while I make a pit stop.
Any walking, jogging, sneaking, or weight cycles need to be tweaked a lot because they're really critical to game. These are the animation that you see the most everything on the character is animated. We have 10 bones just for the face. We can make them blink, smile, get angry. It's that portion of the animation that can make the whole difference.
When you develop under Tom Clancy franchise, it means that you need to validate and to justify everything. It takes place in a very near future, so you need to use a political environment that is believable, that is linked to the actual situation. You need to use gadgets that are already existing, that are already used by special forces, or a gadget that is currently in research that is believable to exist in a very near future. We really want the player to feel that, oh my god, this could happen for real, like tomorrow.
I'm playing a pretty hardcore woman who's very straightforward and very matter-of-fact and very businesslike.
Good work, Claire. We're proud of you.
I guess I'll just type partner in right here next to January 1st.
He's your kind of an average carpenter kind of guy who you don't know much about him other than he loves his wife more than anything.
So all of a sudden, our rather calm and pretty straightforward life is interrupted by this episode from his past.
What is it, babe?
What do you do when everything you know is questioned? When everything you believe is shattered? And when the person you love may not be who you think? Ashley Judd, Morgan Freeman, and Jim Caviezel try to reassemble their lives in the riveting new thriller, High Crimes, directed by Carl Franklin.
Man, cut it. There it is.
It's cut.
Good.
Obviously, I trust my husband, and then when I find out he has something of a past that I was totally unfamiliar with. You have a warrant for the arrest of someone named Ron Chapman. My husband is Tom Kubik. What the hell is going on?
Claire comes to find out he was a member of the Special Forces in Central America.
I have the right to know the charges. Murder?
Yes, if convicted, he'll get the death penalty. He is blamed for a massacre that occurred there, wrongly accused.
I know you didn't kill 9 people. We're gonna fight him, okay? Together. I choose to defend him. But knowing I will need some expert military information, I am led to a former Marine attorney who's played by Morgan Freeman. Are you Charles W. Grimes?
Well, don't tell me you need a lawyer because you are one. He's an ex-Marine. He was a lawyer in the Marine Corps. Military justice is the justice as military music is the music, Mrs. Kubik. Wake up and smell the napalm.
He believes in our case, and so he comes on board as my partner.
You play by the rules. You do not fight the system.
He has a certain contempt for the system.
Objection!
You could have gotten us thrown off the case.
Oh, I said you should follow the rules. I'm the wild card.
We had 7 eyewitness statements, all IDing Chapman as a shooter.
Only 2 of these witnesses for the prosecution are on their list. Now, what happened to the other 5?
There's doubt, of course, cast upon the whole structure of command in the Marine Corps and the United States government and the FBI.
Haven't you noticed that you've been unlucky lately?
I've already survived you once. The real question is, will you survive me?
Then, of course, the primary doubt is between her and her husband. did he do these crimes or not?
How do I know who you are?
Claire, you're the only one who knows who I am.
You're looking for something that's a little bit off the beaten path, something with an edge to it. The other plus, of course, is I had a chance to work with Ashley again, whom I adore.
Their chemistry was so strong in Kiss the Girls, and I think they really enjoy one another. There's still something that's very playful and buddy-like between the two of them that, you know, works well.
It is probably the most unconventional buddy team that we've seen in quite a long time.
All right, partner.
The pleasure of working with Morgan for me is twofold. One, I just thoroughly enjoy his company, and two, it's really cool to have a bird's eye view on, you know, this masterful actor.
I love being a wild card.
I think what's really cool about High Crimes in particular is that the story is so invigorated with this very intense love story between those two characters. It's so strong that it would definitely motivate them to try to transcend this very unusual hardship.
Tommy?
Claire?
We can win this! I am not gonna let them do this to you!
We are rooting for Ashley, and we are rooting for her relationship with her husband. We want her efforts with her husband to pay off.
Yeah, there's a lot of layers to this film. I mean, things aren't always what they seem to be.
It's a page turner. It's like Jagged Edge meets the Tom Clancy films.
It's like a detective story, you know. You're gonna be working real hard to solve the puzzle.
I think that what's different about it is this genuine synthesis between the drama and the thriller. Claire's trust is tested a couple of times, and I think that the interesting part to play in that was continuing to choose to trust my husband.
I swear that I never did this. And I didn't want to tell you, because I didn't want you to leave me.
My character's name is Max Guevara. She's confident. She's a smartass. She's honest. She's real. She's very comfortable with herself, like in an unusual way. She doesn't feel the need to put on a facade for anyone. And the only kind of mask that she ever puts up, it's to defend herself and not expose her heart and the secret she has that she can't tell anyone. But it kills her because she wants to. She's made up of like 25 different people, sort of the genetics of the best, the smartest in every subject, the person who can withstand the most extreme temperatures. In every aspect, wherever somebody excels, she's sort of made up of the best. And they made this whole breed of children that are made up of these people. Plus she has part feline in her as well. So she can see farther and she can see at night. She can hear things, and her senses are heightened as well. You know, she kind of knows what's going on before it happens. Well, I did 11 months of training, 3 hours of weight training, and like it was like cardio, and then we do like weight training 5 days a week with this man named Tony Cortez, who is amazing. I didn't think I could ever get to where I'm at without him. And I did gymnastics, 3 times a week, an hour and a half a day, and motorcycle training. And I did some kung fu. I went through like 3 different kung fu dudes to try and teach me how to break it down.
He's trained, conditioned, built to disappear.
We talk a lot about action in movies that really work.
Buckle up.
You're kind of with the character and it's believable. It's not this over-the-top kind of stuff.
I wanted to update the genre of the spy movie.
There's a lot of really original little twists. At the end of the day, we want people to go, man, you seen that thing? That is a cool movie.
What is it? Something wrong?
I played Jason Bourne, who is, at the beginning of the movie, basically, I have no idea who I am.
Basically, the only thing he knows is that somebody obviously tried to kill him. And he goes on this search to figure out who he is.
Who has a safety deposit box full of money and 6 passports and a gun?
The thing about Bourne Identity is it's not a cartoon. Unlike many other sort of spy movies where the character whips out a transmitter and hits a button, and Bourne has to use his hands and his brain.
Action!
You would not normally think Matt Damon action star. He spent many, many months training and developing the other side of Jason Bourne, the dark and violent side.
It was like a summer school and, assassin training. The hope was that we'd get it to a point where I could do as much of it as I could, and I ended up doing just about all of it. I don't usually fight in movies. I've never really done anything like this.
The first weekend in May will see 7,000 Volkswagen enthusiasts converge at the prestigious Santa Pod Raceway for what will be anticipated as one of the most exciting automotive festivals of the year, Big Bang. The event lives up to its name by opening this year's Volkswagen show scene, hosting some outrageous track action and trackside festivities. Cars of various descriptions will take to the hallowed tarmac of Santa Pod Raceway for some serious Volkswagen drag racing. Festival goers will also be able to put their own cars to the test on the track in the aptly named Run What You Brung sessions. All that's needed is a valid UK driving licence and a car quick enough to match your ego. Numerous other events will occur on the track over the weekend, including the chance to witness and feel the power of the infamous jet cars as they complete the drag strip at over 200 miles per hour. Check this out. There will also be plenty of action away from the track to keep everyone interested. Various show and shine competitions take place, offering people the chance to prove that their car is the best in its class. Owners can pick and choose the best way to improve their beloved automobiles from the comprehensive trade area, as well as picking up show souvenirs and clothing. New to this year's attractions is the introduction of a Battle of the Bands competition, in which the decided winner will be invited to play a set at Europe's biggest VW festival, Bug Jam, now in its 17th year. If Big Bang is a king amongst Volkswagen festivals, then surely Bug Jam is a god. This hugely popular show could almost be described as the VW Glastonbury, with nearly 25,000 people flocking back to Santa Pod for the whole weekend over July the 18th to the 20th. Entertainment's first class, and every year features several top DJs, live bands, and a comedy show headed up this year by current star Ross Noble. When the sun goes down, the festivities carry on into the night, with people flocking to the music tents, bars, and the fun fair. In addition to the friendly competition that takes place over the weekend, Big Bang and Bug Jam provide the perfect opportunity for VW and non-VW enthusiasts to come together for some fun, great music, and to pay tribute to the unstoppable life of the Beetle and all it represents. If you like the look of this, then you can win tickets to these events in our competition section.
Sarah lived a life of wealth.
Ciao, Bernie.
Tom just lived life.
Oh my!
Yeah.
But true love didn't hit them. Until they found each other.
Are you okay?
Yeah. You had nothing on it. I want to marry you.
Now,
Welcome to the family, Tom.
Thank you, Mrs. McNerney.
Oh, you can call me Pussy now.
Pussy?
You know, like a cat.
they're taking a vow
If you change your mind at the altar, just pass out.
to live together in perfect harmony.
Return to your seats, please.
Be right out.
Now, playtime is over.
If they can survive the honeymoon,
That plug won't fit in a European outlet.
I'll make it fit.
they can survive anything.
Get out!
Where are we going to stay, Tom? Oh, crud. We're never going to forget this honeymoon. Great. Now we get to freeze to death.
Welcome to the honeymoon from hell!
I studied karate with a Chinese grandmaster.
Well, I hope he showed you how to pull a fire poker out of your...
I'm sorry. Honeymoons are supposed to be all shipping and love making. Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach. Honey, honey, I'm a hazard to myself.
20th Century Fox presents
I feel like we've been married for 50 years.
Oh, you should be so lucky.
Ashton Kutcher,
I just need to talk to her. Go away now!
Brittany Murphy,
Call the cops.
Bring 'em on!
Well, that's one strong gate.
Just married.
Hi, Mom. It's Pee-wee.
Say hi to Pussy for me.
In the world of espionage, there's one agent even the Secret Service keeps secret.
Johnny English. I'm here to see Pegasus. Still, no sense rushing things.
This April,
They say that sea urchin's the ultimate acquired taste.
It's a personal favorite of mine.
prepare.
Oh, reminds me of the old service issue ballpoint. Completely innocent to the untrained eye, but click it twice.
For British intelligence.
Everything in order, English? I think you'll find it's rather more than just in order, sir. You're now entering the most secure location in the whole of England.
Johnny English.
It was a secret government program known as Project Destiny.
We're building a weapon that could generate targeted seismic events.
Designed to use earthquakes to attack our enemies.
I'm getting a seismic reading.
It was a perfect, untraceable weapon.
Destiny is a go.
Until something went wrong.
That's an electrical superstorm.
Popping up all over the world.
We've been hit! Kite is out. We've lost control. Coming in high and hot.
Endeavor, you are off course.
I'll put this as simply as I can. Everybody on Earth is dead in a year. The core of the Earth has stopped spinning. The spinning core protects us from cosmic radiation. Without it, radiation will create superstorms. Microwaves will literally cook our planet. How could this have happened? It was Project Destiny. We killed the planet. So, how do we fix it? We can't. The core is the size of Mars. You're talking about jump-starting a planet. What if we could? We're here about your legendary ship.
What would it take to get it in 3 months?
$50 billion.
Will you take a check?
We need you to control the flow of information.
You want me to hack the planet? I'm gonna need Star Trek tapes and Hot Pockets.
You are good. Is there anything you can't do?
Not that I'm aware of.
You're trying to save the world. It's impossible. I came here to save my wife and children. I just hope I'm brave enough to save 3.
I can't wait to get into an untested ship, go to the center of the Earth, and restart its core with 1,000 megatons of nuclear weapons. Then we outrun the biggest shockwave in history.
Hot damn.
San Francisco is in ruins.
The whole West Coast is out, and it's decaying faster than we thought.
2, 1.
We're going in. Get ready to pull a few G's.
Whoever goes into the core is not coming back.
We're losing oxygen!
Reach!
We got a job to do. Let's do it.
What you should learn, and learn it well. Nothing is what it seems.
His job was to recruit the best.
Nintendo. I would like to welcome you here to the CIA Special Training Facility.
Looking good.
Thanks.
Those of you who do graduate will be official cover operatives.
And then he found someone who was perfect.
You graduated top of your class at MIT. You're agile, athletic. I am recruiting you.
Would I have to kill anyone?
Would you like to?
He will bring him into a secret world
Welcome to CIA.
where nothing is what it seems.
This is what you trained for. This is the job.
Layla?
She's a mole, James.
More mind games.
No, school's out. We paired you.
Now,
You trying to manipulate me?
Maybe.
It's working.
Why me? She trusts you, loves you maybe, and you're gonna take the love and you're gonna use it to find out who she's working for. If you are compromised, you're dead.
Al Pacino,
Move now.
Colin Farrell,
She knows I'm suspect.
Bridget Moynihan.
You think this is a game, James?
I think it's a test.
The only thing more dangerous
I'm sorry, this is no test.
Everything is a test!
than crossing the line
I don't know why you turned. I don't care why you
James, I didn't turn, you did!
is trusting the man who took you there.
What the hell is going on, Burke? Everything is a test.
The Recruit.
An assassination has brought the Earth's greatest nations to the brink of war. And keeping the peace will take courageous men of uncommon wisdom.
I read about these guys. They're supposed to, like, yell at them, try to make faces at them, but they'll never move a muscle. Here, watch this. What's with the goofy hat?
Roy, stop it.
That is the biggest damn beaver I have ever seen. No hard feelings. You do that again, and you're a dead man.
The Old West meets the Old World.
I look like a fool.
You have to open your mind to other cultures. This country blows.
Jackie Chan. Owen Wilson.
I try one of these sausages. This is good. I thought the food here was supposed to suck.
It's made from the finest sheep's bladders.
Shanghai Nights. Jessica Spencer.
Your life is like a fairy tale. Girl, you the bomb. Kaboom.
She's Miss Popular.
I'm returning your papers on the Salem witch trials. Even here, got the only A.
That's not fair. She was the only one who was actually there.
But a curse is about to turn her into a miss
her.
Girl, you'll be a woman soon.
April, I need you so bad right now.
How did you know my name?
It's me!
You stay away from me! I have pepper spray on my keychain.
Please, I'm Jessica! Mother!
So, can I see it?
I don't think you get the gravity of the situation here.
I'm sorry. Can I see it?
Now, she's got to reverse the spell
Before the full moon end.
or live like this forever.
Hello? I should have made love to you when I had the chance.
Dude, who was that?
I think it was my old camp counselor.
This is the story of a girl.
You look good.
From Touchstone Pictures.
You have no idea what it's like to wake up every morning and have to shave your chin.
Yes, I do.
When she smiles.
April, any guy would be so lucky to have you as their girlfriend. And I should know. I've been a guy for almost a week now. I am so lesbian right now.
Rob Schneider is...
Show me what you got!
This is
the hot chick.
That's my man. Scoot.
Boy, I don't think so.
I've never done this before. It's going everywhere.
Remember, if you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it.
What can make geometric shapes the size of a football field?
Can't be by hand, it's too perfect.
So the aliens can't read our minds.
Oh.
Some animals around the county have been acting funny. It's almost like they act when they smell a predator around.
Same shows on every station.
Every station?
It is the 18th reported crop site in the last 2 hours.
They're staying in the shadows. It's called probing, to make sure things are all clear.
Clear for what?
For the rest of them.
There's a monster outside my room. Can I have a glass of water?
Ground forces are being assembled.
It's happening. Don't be afraid. It's like War of the Worlds. Believe it's going to pass.
They're in the house.
Here it comes. Don't be afraid. He has the skills
Stop right there!
of a dangerous man.
I need to know what went wrong.
I think he snapped.
But he has no memory.
We don't take care of this, we will both burn.
He's trained, conditioned, built to disappear.
I'll give you $10,000 to drive me to Paris.
I get the money, and I don't get hurt.
That's the deal.
Now, the government's top agent
I can't remember anything that happened before 2 weeks ago.
Amnesia?
Yes.
is about to become their #1 target.
What's in Paris?
It's a name, Jason Bourne.
Let's see if the Paris police can find him for us.
And the only way he can survive
Buckle up.
is to find out who he is
I guess you're not home. Monsieur Bond!
I don't recognize any of this.
before they find out
Get the address. I think I got it.
Enhance it.
where he is.
Get everybody out. I want them all activated.
Do it now!
What is it? Something wrong?
We
Can't stay here. It's not safe.
He's out of control. It's very clear what needs to happen.
Based on the international bestseller.
I don't want to know who I am anymore.
From Universal Pictures.
You got to get as far away from me as you can.
What are you gonna do?
Danger
I have everything they put inside me.
is
Everything I ever learned. All of it.
born.
I'm gonna make it stop.
The Bourne Identity.
Someone seems sad. They don't have any friends. That makes me feel bad for them.
Who is that and doesn't have any friends?
Sigh.
The photo guy at the 1 Hour place? We really don't know that much about him, you know? I mean, he might even have a lot of friends. And he probably has a girlfriend and a mommy and a daddy who love him.
I don't think he does.
I've been doing mini lab work for over 20 years now. I consider it an important job.
Hi, Mrs. Yorkin. Can I get that address again?
Yes, it's
326 Serrano Terrace.
What you got there? Family photos?
Yeah.
Yeah, you mind if I take a look?
You're a very lucky man, Mr. Yorkin. You have a wonderful family. And if you don't mind my saying so, a very beautiful house, too.
I'm sorry?
According to the Oxford English Dictionary, the word snapshot was originally a hunting term. You have to look like you're having fun. Smile.
Pretend. This is all pretend. Come on! Now!
Academy Award winner Robin Williams. 1 Hour Photo.
I love you.
FBI, get down!
What the hell is going on?
They were accusing me of something that I did not do.
I'm an attorney.
What is my husband being accused of? Murder?
Yes, if convicted, he'll get the death penalty. You're saying that you were framed by Brigadier General Marks? He was Colonel Bill Marks back then.
Are you Charles W. Grimes?
What do you want?
The military has set up my husband.
We had 7 eyewitness statements, all IDing Chapman as the shooter.
Only 2 of these witnesses for the prosecution are on their list. And what happened to the other 5?
Witnesses were murdered.
He's trying to scare us. Baby, you don't know how these people work.
Find out where your husband was on January 20th, 1997. Look it up, Claire. It's important.
You don't believe me, do you?
Huge techniques to beat a polygraph. That way, when they lie, they're not really lying.
How do I know who you are?
Claire, you're the only one who knows who I am.
Caution might be the order of the day for you.
I am not afraid of you.
You don't care about the truth.
What are you working on?
Haven't you noticed that you've been unlucky lately?
Ashley Judd. Morgan Freeman.
I've already survived you once. The real question is, will you survive me?
my swimming buddy.
Then Cronin thought he had it all.
Scouts are coming next week.
It might actually happen, huh?
Yeah, can you picture it?
Good friends.
Ah, bag of one!
I just remember why we broke up, John.
You couldn't handle me in bed, or?
And a bright future.
So, Madison Bell.
Dude, she is so smoking hot.
You know I'm planning on hearing that little southern accent when she moans my name.
I can't get this stupid thing open. Do you think you could?
Take a look, yeah.
What's the letter for, Ben Cronin?
The letter is for swimming.
Are you good?
I'm okay, yeah.
But he never imagined
What are you doing here?
one moment
Okay, I want you to.
could change everything.
Mom!
Oh, honey, hi. Surprise. So great to finally meet your mother.
Finally, you just met me.
You want to pretend like it never happened?
I have a girlfriend.
Don't worry about me. I got somebody waiting for me in New York.
You have 81 new emails. Picture received.
Gotcha.
Hey.
Hey.
This is my boyfriend, Ben Cronin. Amy just can't stop talking about her perfect boyfriend, even when I beg her to stop.
I know what you're doing. No emails, no visits, nothing. I'm with Amy.
Ben, get back here!
You tested positive steroids. I don't take steroids.
Clean out your locker. You're off the team.
She did it. I know she did.
You're crazy, man. You're losing it.
Don't worry about me. I got somebody waiting for me in New York.
She killed him.
When I was with him, I pretended he was you.
Paramedics just brought Amy in.
She okay?
Amy, where is she? She's not good enough for you.
Swim fan.
I'm starting to think you don't appreciate me.
The X Arcade controller is a peripheral for anyone who prefers the solid feel of an arcade stick to a joypad. Designed to work with a PC or your PlayStation 2 and other consoles you may have with the addition of an adapter, this is one of the sturdiest arcade sticks we've had the pleasure to play with. Plonk it on a sturdy table, load up Tekken 4, and this stick will withstand a serious amount of button bashing. It's going to set you back over £100, but you are paying for arcade quality parts and design, so if you want to invest in a future-proof gaming device that won't break on you easily, then it may be something to grab hold of. The P99D2 is a newly updated version of the P99 Light Blaster and works with all PS2 and PS1 light gun games. It features a recoil action, auto reload and a machine gun, which has been clocked at 400 shots per minute. It also has a foot pedal for arcade action with Time Crisis 2, a D-pad for games that require character movement as well as an itchy trigger finger, and a USB cable for easy connection to the PlayStation 2. It feels good to hold and is guaranteed to give unparalleled pleasure to people who like shooting at their television. PSI2's most wanted this month is the Pino Robot Pet. A cross between Sony's Aibo and a Furby, Pino is apparently an alien that has crash-landed to Earth. He starts his life with memory loss, but as you nurture and care for him through his many sensors, he grows and prospers through 3 stages. At age 1, he displays basic emotions, sings songs, and talks with other Pinos. At age 2, he walks, plays games, and responds to sound, light, and infrared. At age 3, he has a fully developed personality and can be either friendly, shy, or naughty. Although noisy, it's highly addictive and strangely endearing, and that's what makes it PSI2's most wanted. Hello and welcome to the Code Junkie shop. Every issue we bring you the best deals on all the greatest gaming devices, and this issue is no exception. First of all, let me show how you can get online and play multiplayer games on your PlayStation 2. Now if you've never played online games before, you're really missing out, because nothing beats the feeling of playing real life human opponents, and with GoNet you can do just that. This is the GoNet network adapter, and if you already have broadband, this little box of tricks will let you get gaming with a growing online community. Now, using the USB cable provided, all you have to do is plug it into the side of the network adapter and then plug the other end into either of the USB ports below your controller port. Then, using an RJ45 cable available from any computer supplier, plug your GoNet adapter into your broadband wall socket. Switch on your PlayStation 2, insert your game disc, I'm using SOCOM US Navy SEALs, and go to the multiplayer settings to set up your connection. Full details of how to do this are contained on the instructional DVD that comes with GoNet. Once you've saved your settings to your memory card, you can then use these settings to play any game that supports online play. Games include Tony Hawk's 4, Tribes Aerial Assault, Madden NFL 2003 and many more. You can also use GoNet to play across a local area network. GoNet costs just £29.99 and is yours if you place an order by calling 0845 601 0015 or by going to Daytel's secure website at www.codejunkies.com and clicking on Code Junkies Shop. While you're there, if you've recently bought The Sims and you're looking to squeeze some extra gameplay out of this great game, then why don't you order yourself Ultimate Cheats for The Sims? On this disc you'll find a number of action replay codes that will change the way you play. All you have to do is insert the disc before your game disc, activate the code you wish to use, then insert your game disc when prompted. Codes include blue characters, big heads, no censorship, and many more. Ultimate Cheats for The Sims retails at only £9.99 and is available from all good games retailers, or you can call our order line on 0845 601 0015, where lines are open 8 AM to 7 PM Monday to Friday, 9 AM to 3 PM Saturdays, and calls are charged at local rates. Lastly, we've got a great new offer on these mini racers. Now, they're already cheap as chips at £14.99, but at the moment if you buy one you get one free, so that's 2 cars for only £14.99. The cars come in these cool display cases and the stand also doubles up as a controller and charger. All you have to do is plug the car into the charger for about 45 seconds for a full charge, then remove it, extend the aerial, and then with these buttons on the front of the controller, get ready to race. Now, they run for about 3 minutes off one charge, their range is about 10 metres, and as you can see, they zip around at quite a fair pace. What's more, they run on 4 different frequencies, so if you're up for the challenge, you can race up to 3 of your mates. As mentioned earlier, they cost £14.99, and if you order one, you get one free of a different frequency by ordering at www.codejunkies.com. Now, when you're there, just click on the Code Junkies shop, then Gadgets, and then choose which car you want by its frequency. If racing alone, it doesn't really matter what frequency you get, but if you are racing with friends, do get different frequencies to avoid controlling each other's cars. Whilst on the website, you can also order a triple pack for £39.99, and yes, the buy one get one free offer still applies, so you actually get 6. It's the ultimate race pack, and once again is only available at www.codejunkies.com or by calling 0845 601 0015, where calls are charged at local rates. We'll see you next time. We've teamed up with Activision to give away 5 copies of superior Stealth 'em Up Ninjathon Tenchu Wrath of Heaven. To stand a chance of bagging a copy, all you have to do is answer the following cartoon question. Which of the following was not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? Was it A. Donatello, B. Raphael, or C. Splinter? When you think you know the answer, call us on 09064 701 721 and clearly leave us your answer, name and address. Calls cost 60p a minute, so do get the bill payer's permission first, and lines are open 24 hours a day. The competition closes at midnight on the 13th of April. Good luck. Courtesy of Santa Pod Raceway, we have 2 pairs of full weekend adult tickets for Volkswagen Festival's Big Bang and Bug Jam to give away. Both weekends are packed with cars, racing and entertainment, and if you dare, you can even bring your own car in which to race others. For your chance to get hold of a pair of tickets, just watch the Big Bang and Bug Jam feature in the special features section on this disc and answer this simple question. Which comedian is attending this year's Bug Jam Festival? Is it A. Ross Kemp, B. Emma Noble, or C. Ross Noble? Once you know the answer, call us on 09064 774488 and leave your answer, name and address. Calls cost 60p a minute, so do get the bill paid permission, and lines are open 24 hours a day. You must be over 16 and free on the weekends of the 3rd to the 5th of May and the 18th to the 20th of July to enter. The competition closes at midnight on the 13th of April. Good luck.